An event that is causing a stir in the online community is Dakota Johnson's controversial statement in a recent international interview. No one expected that her seemingly harmless words would be the reason why her former co-star, Jamie Dornan, was so angry that he had to speak out publicly. During an interview at the Venice Film Festival, Dakota Johnson unexpectedly shared, "I never really felt a deep connection with Jamie Dornan. Everything in the film was pure acting, nothing more." This statement immediately caused a storm. Not only did it disappoint fans of the 50 Shades series, but it also made Jamie Dornan, who always praised Dakota, feel betrayed. Just a few hours later, Jamie had an extremely harsh response on social media. "I have always respected Dakota, but that statement is not only insensitive but also distorts the entire artistic experience that we have built together over many years." Jamie's post received more than 1 million likes overnight, along with thousands of supportive comments from fans. Many people think that Dakota was too cold and denied the efforts of her co-star who had helped her overcome the difficult period when making the controversial series. Some close sources also revealed that Jamie Dornan is considering not collaborating with Dakota on any future projects, despite invitations from famous directors. This incident could be just a misunderstanding, or the beginning of an underground war between two stars who were once symbols of sexy cinema. Regardless, fans will definitely talk about this tense moment for a long time. Fans react in a flurry. Dakota Johnson is turned away. Jamie Dornan is praised as a good man. Immediately after Dakota Johnson's statement went viral on social media, a wave of protests from the fan community exploded. The hashtag Justice for Jamie quickly reached the top trending worldwide after only 12 hours. Fans spoke out in unison. "Jamie has always protected Dakota from public pressure. And yet she denies all that beautiful past? They are a legendary couple on screen. Dakota doing this is no different than wiping out all the memories. Jamie deserves respect, he has never said anything bad about anyone." A campaign to unfollow Dakota Johnson broke out, causing her Instagram account to lose more than 500,000 followers in just 48 hours. Meanwhile, Jamie Dornan received overwhelming support, with many calling on major film studios to invite him to take on important leading roles. Dakota responded, further stirring up public opinion. Not willing to be put in a weak position, Dakota suddenly posted a video longer than 3 minutes on her personal account, in which she said, "I didn't mean to offend Jamie, it was just my personal feelings at the time. People are making a big deal out of it." However, this explanation only made public anger explode even more. Many people said that she did not apologize but blamed others for misunderstanding. A famous entertainment journalist commented frankly, "Dakota is making herself look cold and ungrateful. A sincere apology would have calmed things down. But instead, she chose to fight public opinion." Jamie Dornan refuses to share the stage. At a major film event a few weeks later in Los Angeles, where both Jamie and Dakota were invited, the organizers surprisingly confirmed that Jamie Dornan would not appear if Dakota Johnson were present. A source close to the event shared, "Jamie feels really hurt. He doesn't want to face someone who used to be a close co-star but now turns his back on them just because of a few lines of speech." Is there still a chance for reconciliation? When asked if she was willing to work with Jamie Dornan again, Dakota simply replied, "Not right now." That answer seemed to close the door on any chance of a reunion between them in the near future. Fans can now only regret for one of the most beloved on-screen couples of the decade. Golden frames, cold glances, rejected handshakes and red carpet drama. The Golden Frames event, Hollywood's most prestigious award ceremony, this year witnessed a moment considered the most tense in red carpet history, when Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson unexpectedly met after months of silence and controversy. Both were nominated for separate categories, and according to the original schedule, they were to perform together on stage for an award, something the audience expected as a historical reconciliation. But things did not turn out that way. Jamie Dornan refused to shake Dakota's hand on live broadcast. When Dakota approached Jamie in the backstage area to greet him before going on stage, Jamie just nodded coldly without extending his hand. His eyes flashed with confusion, then he turned away. The moment was captured by a backstage camera and immediately spread across social media within minutes. The clip only lasted 12 seconds but was called by the online community 12 seconds worth a career. Dakota Johnson received the most expensive silence in Hollywood. Jamie Dornan, the class of civilized coldness. Dakota broke down on stage, booed by the audience. When going on stage alone after Jamie refused to perform with her, Dakota tried to stay calm, but her eyes showed disappointment. While introducing the category, she accidentally said, "There must be people here who are still living in the memory of 2015." The sarcastic remark was said to be aimed at Jamie Dornan, who was honored for the 50 Shades series. However, the audience was not very sympathetic. Some people even whistled in protest, which rarely happened at a solemn event like Golden Frames. Jamie Dornan wins big, Dakota walks home. At the end of the night, Jamie Dornan was unexpectedly named Best Actor for his role in the independent film The Glass Corridor. He took the stage to thunderous applause, without mentioning Dakota, only thanking those who believed in me when others turned their backs. When the camera panned to the guest seats, Dakota Johnson's seat had long since been empty. Lasting aftermath. Hollywood divided. The incident left Hollywood divided into two camps. One camp supported Jamie, saying he behaved politely despite being publicly insulted. The other camp said Dakota was being bullied by the media, and that the pressure she was under was exaggerated. A prominent director canceled his contract with Dakota just days after the awards ceremony, citing a desire to protect the spirit of solidarity within the film crew. Meanwhile, Jamie is rumored to be appearing in Christopher Nolan's new film. Tensions show no signs of abating. One wonders if Jamie and Dakota's relationship is over for good, or is this just the opening chapter of a simmering war where past, reputation and pride collide? Dakota Johnson announces retirement after a series of scandals. "I need to let go to be myself." After the Golden Frames Awards ceremony full of controversy and the ever-increasing media pressure, Dakota Johnson suddenly held a press conference in New York. In a space with only dim yellow lights, her face was tired but strangely calm. And then she frankly said, "I am officially retiring from the film industry, at least for a long time. I need space to heal. And maybe, to listen to myself again." This news caused an explosion in the media. An A-list star, at her peak, chose to disappear in the middle of the storm? No one expected it, but those who closely followed the drama between her and Jamie Dornan understood. Perhaps this was an inevitable consequence. Jamie Dornan shocked. "I never hated Dakota." Just 24 hours after Dakota announced her retirement, Jamie Dornan appeared on a late-night TV show. When asked about the incident, he suddenly fell silent for a few seconds, then shared with a low voice and a distant look, "I never hated Dakota, I was just hurt. We had very real moments. But the truth is, the media always wants one of us to fall." The host asked in surprise, "So if Dakota comes back to act, are you willing to cooperate?" Jamie looked straight into the camera, smiling slightly. "If she calls, I will answer the phone."